Here at Napoleon, the Maumee River rivalry one-sided in recent years, and it's the same one-sided early on. Defiance here in control, Bruce Johnson.
Yeah, they've been the better team since the turnover and the penalty, and I think they got the one break in this game on the fourth down call that could have went either way. It was a first down. They pushed it in, and since then, and Uncle Mo's wearing a white jersey right now.
Kickoff to the 10-yard line. It's Rubenstein trying to make something work for him. He'll set up Napoleon with his best field position of the night at the 45-yard line. Crafty work. Rubenstein, somebody who can make the spectacular happen. He does right there.
That was a middle kickoff return, and what I mean by that, it was supposed to go up the middle. Rubenstein started to go up the middle and realized there was nothing there, broke it out to his left, was able to get the corner, wait for blocking to set back up, and cut it back in. Trey Rubenstein did a lot of that on his own.
First two drives for Napoleon started at their own 25 and then their own 17. This, much easier to handle.
Yes.
And down 15, this is a pretty big drive nearing the midway point of the second quarter.
It is. They cannot afford to go 3 and out.
Quick drop, quick throw from Espinoza to his tailback, George Eggers. He has 8, maybe 9 on a good first down game.
You know what's interesting to me, Napoleon last year was 6-6. We alluded to it earlier. They started 0-4. They scored 296 points in those 12 games for a 24.7 average. They allowed 288 for a 24-point average. So which indicates their games were close all year, and that's why they were 6-6.
Yeah, sometimes records don't tell the story. This one very much does. 2nd and 1 for Napoleon. First time they're in Defiance territory since that fateful fumble on the first drive. And here they're going to have to earn it on third down as George Eggers swallowed up. Joey Robinson, he's already gobbled up a few tackles after a team-high 131 last year. 3rd down 2.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because you're on their side of the 50-yard line. They're moving the ball. I think you run it right here, and you may have to go for it on 4th down. You haven't shown me so far in this game that you can stop Defiance's offense.
That was going to be a big question. Napoleon's interior of the offensive line, all sub 200 pounds, only one returning starter in there. Here they're going to be leaned upon. Espinoza drifting left, floats it up there. Rubenstein wide open for a first down to the 31-yard line. Perfectly executed by probably Napoleon's 2 best players.
Yeah, no question about that. And Jordan Wright, the defensive back for Defiance, was giving Rubenstein about a 7-8 yard cushion. He's going to have to come up on him a little tighter right now because they've completed that pass 3 or 4 times early in this game. It's been their most successful offensive play.
Pretty much a had-to-have-it first down there. They pick up 15.
You hate to say that in the middle of the second quarter, but I agree with you.
And here Napoleon comes out with a shotgun look. Ignacio Corona goes in motion. Espinoza loading up. Has his man. It's complete to Cole Sarrigan for another first down.
And that was just a timing route. It was an out pattern. Sarrigan broke. At the same time, Espinoza had thrown the ball. Beautiful. Look at this. That's a timing route. He just made his cut. That was a beautiful play by Sarrigan and Owen Espinoza.
Sarrigan just 5'6", 135. He can kind of finesse his way away from a defense's eyes, their focus. And, boy, I'll tell you, Tyler Swery, the head coach, loves him, calls him a tough nut despite that smaller stature.
Yeah, Napoleon isn't the biggest team you're going to see all year.
George Eggers corrals this one behind the line of scrimmage. Has it inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. More chunks as Napoleon continues to surge inside the red zone, brought to you by Appliance Center, Ohio's largest furniture, mattress, and appliance superstore.
If Eggers could have kept his feet right there, there was room to the inside, but his momentum took him out of bounds. And Napoleon's got something going.
2nd and short once again for Napoleon. This reminiscent to their first drive.
Yes.
They were picking up big gains until a holding penalty and then a fumble. Play action. Espinoza rolling. Gazing. He'll take it himself for a first down and slide. It's goal to go at the 5-yard line.
And that's the maturity of Owen Espinoza. That was a true pass pattern called. He didn't there was great defensive coverage there. He seen there was an opening, took what the defense gave him, slid, and got the first down. That's good offensive management by Owen Espinoza.
And Espinoza said this offseason his primary focus was footwork there. He surveyed the scene. He got what he could. Then he slid down for a first and goal scenario for the Wildcats. It's a give to the fullback, Josh Aguilar, his first touch tonight, and it doesn't gain anything. That interior of the Defiance defensive line all over the play. Ray Salinas, Alex Hinojosa, Tyler Doden, Kiesling all in on that one.
Yeah, that was a group effort right there to not allow anything. Well, if you're Napoleon, unless it's fourth down and a lot of yards, you're going for it. A field goal's not going to help you that much with 4:34 remaining in the second quarter.
Especially in a rivalry game where your opponent has rolled right down the field 2 times offensively. Here's Eggers on a pitch, breaks a couple tackles, stumbles forward, he's in! George Eggers, a beeline for the end zone. Napoleon some life. They get on the board.
And they're going to go for 2 right now. I see Tyler Swery signaling 2. There's 2 schools of thought on that. It's too early in the game to chase the extra point, or the extra point meaning 2-point conversion. But right now, it does look like they're going to kick it. I thought I saw him signaling 2.
I think there was some shuffling of personnel. So Carson Marroquin, 36 of 39 on PATs last season with those bright neon green cleats. Swings the leg forward. Line drive. Does go through. It's a 1-possession game. Defiance with the lead, but Napoleon some momentum here with 4:20 to play in the first half on BCSN.